Welcome to lesson 4 in the Get Healthy course. This is extend your health span and lifespan. Again, a lot of this comes from the book Outlive by Peter Attia, where health span is living up here at 100% for as long as possible. So you don't follow this where you gradually decline as you age and then die young. Or you follow medicine 2.0, which is at the very end of your life, you get put in a nursing home and all this money spent just to keep you alive with low quality of life for a few more years, and then you die. Health span is staying up here for as long as possible, then having a sharp drop off, hopefully at 90, 100 years old. But you skate all the way to the finish line. You don't just crawl and get rolled over the finish line. So if we're looking at all these factors, and I've added health metrics back in here, what are we doing if somebody says, I want to extend my health span and lifespan? It's going to depend. We're going to look at all your health metrics and kind of base it around which ones are most out of whack. So go see your doctor for your annual physical. And if you're not, see your dentist every 6 months for teeth cleaning. Dental is important. A lot of bacteria in there. It gets into your system. It can screw you up, inflammation from your teeth. So yeah, keep your teeth clean. Other things you can do when you go see your doctor, consider getting a calcium coronary scan, a heart scan, a CT scan where they look for calcium buildup in your heart. That's the sign of atherosclerosis. Plaque buildup in your heart causes heart attacks. They can do something about it if they catch it beforehand. You consider doing an extensive blood work panel or hormone screening. It's going to cost out-of-pocket money, but sometimes you find a condition that otherwise goes undiagnosed from a regular annual blood check. If you're in your 40s, you're probably starting to do your colonoscopy. A lot of guys my age in their 40s dying of colon cancer. It breaks my heart. Guy, 33 years old, former player from Michigan, 33 years old, father of one, died at 33 years old from colon cancer. Scary. You can get CT scans. I know some people pay to get a CT scan for their entire body to look for tumors, just to be safe, just to catch them early before their symptoms. See any other specialists as needed. I've seen physical therapists for my sciatica. I see dermatologists every year because my dad died from melanoma cancer. So I get my moles checked. Sometimes they take things off and then they check them and they say, clear, we're good. Sometimes they say, there's a little something there. Let's go a little bit deeper. Take bigger margins. And they say clear. But I go see them every year just to check, just to be safe. And then when you go through your health metrics, you can do this with your doctor, you can do this with your coach, identify which health metrics are most out of whack. Design your plan of action to address those first. So if you're pre-diabetic, you have high fasting glucose levels, first thing you can do is reduce your carbohydrate and calorie intake. You can increase your zone 2 cardio. You can reduce stress, improve sleep. A lot of things you can do specifically for pre-diabetic, but reducing carb and calorie intakes can be number one. High blood pressure, like me, increase zone 2 cardio, reduce stress, improve sleep, might even add some higher intensity cardio, VO2 max training, high intensity interval training. Lose weight. Poor VO2 max, work on your 12-minute run test. I'm working on that as well. It's going to help lower my blood pressure and improve my VO2 max. If you have high body weight or high triglycerides, follow a weight loss plan. So again, it's going to be reducing your carb intake or calorie intake, eliminate certain food groups, increase zone 2 cardio. There's going to be a lot of overlap with these. If you see cardio is probably common amongst them all. That's the main purpose of cardiovascular training. It's going to improve your health span and lifespan. So toxins, decrease your dosage of toxins that damage your body or inhibit your ability to heal. Physical toxins, junk food's an easy one. Artificial preservatives, colors, chemicals, pesticides, herbicides in food. That's how it goes, feeding a population of 8 billion people on this earth. But other toxic, eating too many calories, especially fats and carbs. Too much alcohol, too much processed food with added sugar, seed oils. You can have these in small amounts. You can have anything in small amounts. But if you're chronically having a lot of these, a lot of studies are pointing that these are inflammatory. A lot of people say, no, they're not. Other things are. It's funny to see how much nobody can agree on nutrition. But the prevailing wisdom of most nutrition people now says added sugar, seed oils are really causing a lot of inflammation. Too much exercise, repetitive strain injury, which is what broke my foot, stress fracture, an ergonomic injury from sitting incorrectly. That's a big cause of my sciatica. So remove these toxins. That'll help extend your health span and your lifespan. Remove the mental and emotional toxins. This is mind mastery, negative thoughts, chronic stress, too much social media. Again, too much of anything, including social media. Too much information in general. We are just bombarded with information. Always watching the news, always reading something, learning, got to study, got to do this. That's a lot. These overstimulate the nervous system, elevate stress hormones, make it harder for the mind and body to relax, rest, and heal. Addictive. All this junk is addictive. These toxins are addictive. That's the hardest thing about them. It's not like they're just harmful and they hurt. They don't cause us pain immediately. They give us pleasure immediately, and they give us pain and unhealthiness in the long term. They damage us when accumulated over time. It's like if you like giving yourself paper cuts, that felt good. Well, a paper cut won't hurt you. A couple paper cuts won't hurt you. Give yourself 10, 50 paper cuts a day. That's going to add up. That could kill you in the long run. And that's what these toxins do. They feel good in the short term, but they're hurting you in the long run. So environmental toxins, big one. And it's hard to know which ones really are causing problems. But there's pollutants in the air and the water, chemicals and household products. A lot of people go natural house cleaning products, natural soaps, natural deodorants, natural shampoos. Scented candles are supposed to throw off your whole endocrine system. So perfumes, any artificial scents. Light pollution. So having your lights on at night inhibits your melatonin production. That helps you sleep. So then people take melatonin in capsules. Most countries don't allow you to just buy melatonin. It's a hormone. We don't know what the effects are if you take melatonin regularly to help yourself sleep. Your body will probably stop producing it naturally. These can disrupt hormonal balance, immune function, and body's ability to repair itself. So, again, I don't want to overwhelm you with stuff, but this is just scratching the surface of things that are potentially toxic. How about EMF, your phones, all the signals, Wi-Fi going through your house at all times? Some people think those are detrimental and toxins. Medicines, dialing the dosages of medicines that can help your body heal. Easy one, physical medicines, whole foods, local, organic if possible. I try to, not always. I'm not religious about this, and I get it. It's expensive, and some people say it doesn't even matter. It's hard to know. But if I can get food that wasn't covered in glyphosate, pesticides, herbicides, if I can get chicken or meat that was treated kindly in life and fed organically, grass-fed beef, gotta imagine that makes a difference. But again, conflicting information about whether it does or not. But that's with meats, eggs, fruits, and veggies. Clean and filter your water. Get the toxins out. Herbs, spices, supplements, turmeric, ginger, garlic are supposed to be great. I do a multivitamin. I do magnesium, potassium. I do iodine, which is a little controversial. Supposedly we're storing a lot of halogens from fire retardants, and they accumulate in our body, and iodine drives them out. And some people say iodine's bad for your thyroid. It's hard to know. People can't agree on anything. Fish oil is universally, I think, recognized as being good for you. D3K2. Most people don't get enough fish oil because they don't eat fatty fish. They get the fats from crappier sources, processed foods mainly. The right amount of exercise is a medicine. The right amount of strength, cardio, mobility, the proper intensity, volume, frequency, etc. Don't overdo it. Better to underdo it than overdo it. Mental and emotional medicines, self-encouraging beliefs, positive thoughts and emotions, working on your virtues, your courage, your grit, your compassion, your gratitude, your mindfulness, hope, optimism, love. These are your virtues. There's so many of them. But focus on these. Meditate. Watch your mind work. Watch your thoughts come and go. Microdosing helps you with all this. Psilocybin. So journaling and therapy improve the ability to identify, inspect, and process / let go of negative emotions and traumas. I've unpacked some shit writing out letters, whether by hand or typing. I write them out, dump everything out of my mind onto that paper, and then I delete it. And man, it feels good just to unpack it, just to put it into words, because it's in your head jumbling around. As soon as you can put it down on paper, man, it just clarifies everything. You clear it out of your mind. Positive media consumption, self-help books, self-help media, videos, positive psychologies books and studies. Don't get sucked into doom scrolling on social media. Be careful what you're consuming. The news is toxic as hell. spreading fear constantly, showing you everything that's going wrong in the world. You'd think it's the worst time in the world to be alive, and it's not. It's a great time to be alive. But all we're exposed to are things that scare the shit out of us, so we're just fearful all the time. And you can't look away, and that's the thing. People keep going back to it. It's addictive. So then adaptogens like natural herbs like ashwagandha. I've done ashwagandha, didn't really see results from it. Supposedly, if you take it for too long, it can have negative side effects. So be careful with all these. I don't know much about these. I say psilocybin is the best thing you could take. Another physical medicine, sauna, steam room. It's not on here. Flushes out toxins, and studies show that it's highly beneficial for. It can improve your cardiovascular system as well. Cold plunge, not so much. It's good for boosting energy. In fact, I should have put that in the boost your energy page. Cold plunge, it's a great way to boost your energy naturally, but doesn't really do much to improve your health. Medicines, dialing your dosage of medicines that help your body heal. So now we're counteracting environmental toxins. So use the air purifier, change the filters in your house, have plants. Indoor pollutants are real. Dust builds up, dust your house. Filter your water, minimize the use of plastic bottled water. Microwave your food in glass containers. You don't want the plastic phthalates to get into your food. Try not to use pharmaceuticals. They have side effects, all of them. They only study the short-term side effects. They don't even know what the long-term side effects of these drugs are. How do you study that? Look how long it took them just to prove that smoking was bad for you. It took a long time before they could finally conclusively show, yeah, smoking actually does cause cancer and all these other things. Reduce artificial light and EMF exposure. Turn down your lights at night. Don't look at screens before bed. Don't keep the phone by your head. Easier said than done. It's hard to know exactly what effects all these have on us. But this is the kind of world we're living in. We're exposed to all this stuff. Listening to music. You put the little things in your head, EMF signals going right through your brain. Some people say that's bad for your brain. You're going to give yourself brain cancer. I still do it. Am I hurting myself? I don't know. It's hard to tell. And then environmental medicines, getting outside, spending time in nature, huge benefit. You can just feel how great it is to be out in nature. Reduces inflammation, stress, oxidative damage in the body. And then natural light exposure, getting out in the sun, especially in the morning, sets the circadian rhythm. Getting sunlight throughout the day, it's good for you. I'm not saying get sunburn. I'm not saying get tan, but just getting out in the sun, getting out on your skin. It's great for you. Living healthy is challenging in a toxic world, especially when we can't even agree on which things are toxins and which are medicines, and when the dosage matters so much. It's amazing how much we know and just how much we don't know. The more we know, the less we know. So let's take action. And I'm sorry, I wish I could give you conclusive information on all this stuff, but a lot of it is just, you can't find people agreeing on this. Dr. A will say one thing and Dr. B will say the opposite. Dr. C will say something different. So nobody agrees. What's what? These studies can't even agree. Very few things are, very conclusive. One thing, sleep is good for you.